Twitter bans Alex Jones permanently after ambush on Jack Dorsey. They have actually updated this article further down, you'll see. It's not actually to do with Jack Dorsey, it's actually to do with Oliver Darcy, but we'll jump into that. We'll get into that in a sec. Twitter has banned Alex Jones and InfoWars from Twitter and Periscope. They took this action based on new reports of tweets and videos posted yesterday that violate an abusive behavior policy in addition to the account's past violations. So, update, Alex Jones was banned for confronting CNN Oliver's Darcy. So, Mike Dice has written, so Alex Jones got banned from Twitter for confronting a public figure, CNN Oliver Darcy, about him encouraging platforms to censor InfoWars at public, even about that very issue. Unreal. And we'll touch on that in a sec. Twitter Safety has said, today we permanently suspended at real Alex Jones and InfoWars from Twitter and Periscope. We took this action based on new reports of tweets and videos posted yesterday that violates our abusive behavior policy in addition to the account's past violations. Obviously, Twitter has written, as we continue to increase transparency around our rules and enforcement actions. Twitter. I'm sorry, that's just me jerking off to the bullshit. He wanted to be open about this action and given the broad interest in this case, meaning you know it's going to be a huge PR nightmare. You know this is going to blow up in your face and you're trying to head it off real fast. We do not typically comment on the enforcement actions we take against individuals' accounts for their privacy. Twitter. Now, Twitter Safety wrote, we will continue to evaluate reports we receive guarding other accounts potentially associated with the real Alex Jones or InfoWars, and we will take action if content that violates our rules is reported or other accounts are utilized in an attempt to circumvent the ban. So basically, to the left, just flag everybody and hopefully you can get a whole bunch of people banned off the platform. That's what they're basically saying. And guess what? You guessed it. Yes, Paul Joseph Watson from InfoWars hit with a 12-hour Twitter ban as the platform vows to evaluate counts associated with InfoWars. Twitter has suppressed the account of widely popular YouTube Paul Joseph Watson the same day they permanently banned InfoWars and Alex Jones. The censorship comes the day after Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey appeared before Congress and Senate to address the issues of bias against conservatives on his platform. Twitter has claimed the reason for the InfoWars ban was a heated confrontation between Jones and CNN reporter Oliver Darcy that was periscoped live on Twitter from Wednesday's hearing. Watson, who lived in the UK, was not present during the confrontation. Watson's ban was for simply sharing a video of the conflict. I'm going to touch on that in a sec. Although he was not there himself or involved in it, this leaves open the question about whether users posting newsworthy videos will be open to suspension for the actions of those in the footage. Right-wing users should probably worry about this anyway. So yeah, apparently Paul Joseph Watson retweeted the video and that was enough to get him banned. God forbid I retweeted the video. What does that mean? I'm going to get banned as well now, Jack? How far does this go? How many separation or layers of separation do you need before you start mass banning anybody that just retweets a video? Jesus Christ, this is so Llewellyn. This is not funny. The fact that Alex Jones has been banned for targeted harassment for a video in which he had a forthright, but ultimately peaceful exchange with views of a CNN reporter is ludicrous, Watson told the Gateway Pundit. Watson continued to say that he is clearly corporate media working in cahoots with big tech to silence its competitors once again. This is something InfoWars has been saying for months, and they've been labeling it a conspiracy theory. So to prove Alex Jones right, big tech is working in cahoots to silence competitors and competing voices. It's a conspiracy theory. Let us prove you right by doing the exact same thing that you're claiming we want to do. But anyway, following Watson's ban, Twitter Safety said that they are continuing to review reports they receive about other accounts that may potentially be associated with Jones or InfoWars. Which obviously has forced Molly Weaver to go, so I guess I'm next. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm going to get banned. Maybe I'm going to get a 12-hour ban because I retweeted the video, even though I have nothing to do with InfoWars. No, fact that I'm an independent, who knows? I retweeted the video. Maybe that's enough to get me banned now. I have no idea. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, we do actually have that video of the CNN. I want to play it for you. I want you to watch this video. This is what Twitter has dubbed as abusive behavior. So we'll play that for you now.
Oh my God. Look at this right here. The guy that goes around policing and calling for censorship and then claims that Trump's wrong, there's no censorship of conservatives or patriots. You are incredibly shameful.
How are you doing, Alex?
You're just look at you. You are literally an anti-American, anti-free speech coward. You're going to go down the history books at the Criminal News Network. This is one of the main people right here who thinks you have no memory, who sits there and lobbies. Show him. That sits there and lobbies people to take other news off, claiming they're fake when CNN is the fakest WMD, Gulf Arab state dictatorship funded. Unbelievable. Hey, come on over here, Drew. I want to get this down too. This is unbelievable. I was literally saying I don't see the Criminal News Network here, but indeed we do. Right there at the front of the line at the trough to try to get in there and try to shut down conservative libertarian speech. And of course he comes from the loins of Glenn Beck, the king. I mean, look at those eyes, folks. If you want to see the eyes of a rat, no, seriously, just I'm looking at the camera. Look at those eyes. Look at that slobbering to the system and the criminals at CNN, all their warmongering and death and all their fake news, and then running around trying to police the internet and try to shut people down. And then you think people are so stupid. On CNN a week later you say no one's censoring anybody, no one's pushing for censoring, and then you say that Trump is the one attacking the press but only doesn't stand up to your lies. Just look at this guy's eyes, man. That is who will rule your life. Him and people like Stelter. That is who want to look at that smile.
Alex, you know, I'd say, so I've known Oliver quite a long time. Good to see you again, Oliver. Good to see you, Chuck. Good to see you. You know, he's from Fresno, and he knows better. Because, you know, in Fresno, we actually believe in free speech. And here he is censoring people and doing an organized
policing it. He's the thought police. That is the thought police.
Beforehand, he worked for Spikeback. And of course, I and many other people in the conservative movement helped this guy's career along. But now he's decided that now that he works for CNN, he's going to go and try and shut down voices.
Look, I mean, he's even more evil looking in person.
Somebody think about the decisions that you made.
Seriously, you don't even respond because we're just scum. You sit there at CNN with no viewers, no followers. Everyone can't stand you. And no matter, you just shut everyone down on Earth. No one will like you. You understand that? You'll never have billions and billions of fans and followers. You'll never have people that love you.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Alex?
You are a dishonorable liar who would never even dare have me on your little tiny shows when you and Stelter call me a virus. You are a virus to America and freedom. You are authoritarianism. Just look in those eyes. The hunger to silence America. The hunger to extinguish the First Amendment. The hunger to deceive. But he can't do it because the fire of liberty is not going to be knocked out. And I want you to know I'm starting to come up here a lot. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other.
That's good.
Just so you know.
Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, no, you don't talk back to mere slaves. You just act calling everybody's sponsors to get them to dump you, working with Media Matters and the Nazi collaborator George Soros, smiling like a possum that climbed out of the rear end of a dead cow.
You used that one several times.
That's what you look like.
You need to come up with something.
You look like a possum that got caught doing some really nasty stuff, in my view. You're a public figure, too. If I go to Twitter and say, he's bullying me, I'm only trying to deplatform him everywhere and celebrating it, and then insulting my viewers a week later saying no one's doing it. How dumb do you think your viewers are? They have no memory like Dari from Finding Nemo? So you can't respond. All you do is deceive. Your job is to be a
Nothing to
disruptor.
respond to. This is not a.
Are you saying the left isn't trying to deplatform conservatives?
This is not a. I'm not doing an interview with you.
Exactly. There you go. Just look at it. Look at that person. Just stare at. Look at that. He thinks he's going to beat America. He wants to politically mount set them all. He thinks he can deceive. Oliver Darcy. That, ladies and gentlemen.
What was that?
Anything to say?
No, I have nothing to say to Alex. Good seeing him here.
Yeah, all he wants to do is silence everyone so he can then lie about him and get away with it.
You're broadcasting on Twitter right now, I think, right?
We're going on a lot of places.
Right. You're being completely silenced?
Yeah, you've been trying to silence me there. Keep asking why I'm there and then lying about what I say. You're ashamed. It's blown up in your face. Doesn't matter if the New York Times says our viewers are down by half. It's not true. Record traffic and record support. Which you guys don't have. You have to be propped up by kingpins and corrupt corporations and far engulf war dictators who launch fake wars in Arab Springs and back ISIS and John McCain and all those other crypt keepers. And you and your boss, Glenn Beck, are charlatans and everybody sees right through you.
It's been good.
No. We're here talking to you about how you hate America and how you hate the First Amendment and how you think people are stupid. This is literally the equivalent of the Stasi. This guy literally goes around making stuff up, lying about what people said, then get them deplatformed, and then gets up there on TV and goes, Trump may have a point that Google's too powerful. We need to regulate it. That's backing Senator Warner, that's threatening Google with censorship if they don't roll over to them and steal the midterms. Hey, I'm part of the establishment. Hey, I finally have people that want me. Hey, I'm like Judas Iscariot.
You can't really talk right now.
Oh, there he is. Look at the skinny jeans, too. They all love communism, but they got their $1,000 phones and all the rest of it. You hate America so much, man, you make me sick. Hey, you ever talk about China?
I'll talk to you later.
You ever talk about China? You ever talk about China and how Apple and Google are all moving over there? Or just how mean I am all day. Build straw men.
Let me get a good picture.
Because you know what you are? You know what you are? You are literally a sociopath. And you think it's funny. You know other people have emotions and care, so you play on it. You must be an incredibly empty person.
Empty person?
Yeah, you are the definition of a fop. You're the definition of a fraud. You are a charlatan that goes around lying about people to destroy the First Amendment.
I haven't lied about anyone, Alex.
Yes, you are a congenital liar. And CNN is a giant fraud and hated the world over.
All right. None of what you're saying is true?
No, yes it is.
You
are a liar. You think you can gaslight people and call for censorship and then a day later say you aren't? We've got all your statements. We've got everything. We've got you all over the place lobbying to have media taken down.
That's not true.
Lobbying to shut people down.
That's not true.
Asking people why they're not shut down.
That's not true.
Yes, and engaging in all that. It's all true. We have all the clips of you saying.
Got it.
Listen, everybody knows who you are. Look at you. You and Stelter get force-fed by Twitter. You get like 100 retweets because CNN's a joke. CNN's like government cheese. It literally is just force-fed to everyone everywhere. Everyone's sick of it. It's force-fed in public schools. It's force-fed in bars and hotels, making you sit there and watch it.
Sandy Hook? Do they watch?
Oh yeah, they sure do. Just like they lied about babies in incubators and the WMDs and they killed a couple million people, and just like the public has a right to question things, and then you got the New York Times lying about WMDs. The New York Times lying about WMDs and killing millions, but you don't really care about kids. You care about your fake moral high ground. And gun owners are sick of being blamed for what other people on Prozac do who get guns illegally. So that's all you got. And you're going to fail. Just like Hillary failed, we're going to win these midterms. We're going to take this country back. And all you people that have an inferiority complex and think if you can take the greatness of America and dominate it, that you might actually be somebody because you project your own loathing for yourself on everybody else. I'm a winner. I love myself. I love who I come from. Victory and strength and honor. You are the definition of dishonor. And one day in the Encyclopedia Britannica, Encyclopedia Galactica, it will have your face next to dishonor and the word rat.
What do you hope to accomplish here?
I'm just showing people just the servile nature of the bottom of the barrel that these dying news corporations have to dredge up from the front lines to attack the First Amendment. You're the equivalent of like in my view, you're the equivalent of like the Hitler youth being put on the front line to stop the advance of the Allies.
So you came here to attack the media?
You're not the media. You are fake news. You are the criminal news network. You engage in racketeering trying to shut down real news, real information. You engage in lying and fraud to your audience on a premeditated, continual basis. You got some damn evil eyes, son. Look at it. Want to say something to him, Harrison? Look at those eyes right there. 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 That's what wants to run your life, folks. And if you don't start running your life, he's going to run it. He's already thinks he's got scalps. He's one of the main progenitors in this whole operation. You don't think we don't know about Obama's countering disinformation propaganda act? You don't think all that's going to come out who's funding this? And your little ID card and all the rest of it? You think we're stupid? You think we're playing games, huh? Think we don't know a thing or two, son? That's illegal, what Obama set up. It's all going to come down. You think that you've got some Democrats and some committees and some stay-behind networks like the 37 angry Democrats in the Justice Department trying to shut down Trump? You think that you've got a rogue group operating inside those agencies that you're going to be able to shut down the free press in America? We are here. Paul Revere is here. The American people are watching, and they're not going to let you win. You called for us to be deplatformed. You pushed it. And now you say it's not even happening. It is true. CNN lobbied for it.
That's not true.
That's all CNN did was call for me to be taken off the air.
No one called
That's
for you to
all
take it
you've
off
done.
the air.
That's what you said needs to be taken down. Why aren't you taking it down? You said don't. That's all you've written about.
Why
That's all
did you
you've
delete
done.
your tweets the other day? A few weeks ago. You deleted 20 tweets.
We delete tweets and stuff all the time with mistakes and you name it. We'll probably delete 5 tweets a day.
So you made mistakes? Is that what you're conceding?
Some of those things don't come out the way we want, but the point is CNN never makes mistakes because they lie on purpose.
You made mistakes, though.
No, you never make mistakes.
So when you
because
deleted,
you control reality, huh?
Why didn't you delete your tweets?
I don't know what you're talking about specifically.
You
talked
about your
See,
show.
I don't lie like you do. I didn't delete any tweets. There are no tweets. What are tweets? Hell, I'll gaslight you. What are tweets? What are tweets? I don't know what you're talking about. Tweets. Delete them all the time. Typos, you name it. And because you guys take things out of context and lobby for them, like when CNN said that I said, Antifa says they're coming to people's houses to attack you. I said, people should be ready. If Antifa comes to attack you, defend yourself. That's not calling for battle rifles against the media. And MSNBC and CNN and all you guys at NBC lied and sat there and said, we're getting chills up our spines. Why, Jones says he's coming for us when the last thing I want is offensive violence. And it's the left calling for it everywhere. You support Antifa?
What's that?
You support Antifa?
I'm sorry.
He doesn't know.
I swore to Antifa?
Do you support Antifa?
I don't support violence, Alex.
Oh, but CNN's had pieces saying Antifa's good.
He just went in.
You missed it. You were too busy yelling at me.
Well, when you got anything anyways.
What was that?
When you got anything anyways. Already talked to him earlier. Oh, if I could rig the playing field and shut everybody else down, I might be a real boy someday. If I could get to work for a big corrupt corporation and shut everybody down, I might be a big boy. Yeah, that's been a big pleasure. There goes the enemy of the First Amendment.
You know, someone very...
So, yeah, that's it. That's... What did Alex exactly do in the video again? Twitter? What, he used some mean words. Oh my god, he made references to him smelling like an animal. A dead animal. Oh my god, the horror! Like, literally, if you are offended by this, you need to eat some concrete and harden the fuck up. Now, of course, the whole time, you know, that he's standing there, he doesn't seem to be that offended about what Alex is saying. In fact, he's even giving it back to him. And okay, fine. Say Alex did deserve it. Say Alex did abuse it, which he kind of did, but say he did it. Alright, fine. Then why have you banned Alex Jones, but not Maxine Waters, who has literally called for violence? How come you have banned Alex Jones, but you don't ban any of the blue check marks that have gone through and have been overtly racist or just flat out racist? Like, how many of these? How many? You see the problem here, Jack? You're banning one side, but you're not doing the other. We know why. Stop lying. and the left who sit there and advocate for this infuriate me. Because at the end of the day, or anybody that advocates for this, infuriates me. Because you are literally marching towards a dystopian 1984 Llewellyn state. No, you just put the gas pedal down and floor it and hit the 100-mile-an-hour. Just run towards that light. Yeah, just run towards that light at the end of the tunnel. And hopefully you'll realize it's not the actual end of the tunnel. It's a frigging freight train of censorship literally coming to run you over. But hopefully you'll realize that before you get flattened by the train. Who knows? But that's obviously if you believe it's Oliver Darcy that's done this. To be honest, I'm actually leaning more towards Marco Rubio. He would have been, from what I understand, embarrassed as of yesterday when Alex came up to him. Here is Alex Jones, the poster boy for censorship, the poster boy for free speech, the martyr for free speech on the internet right now. Marco Rubio is supposedly going to a event or a hearing regarding this exact topic. And what does he claim? I don't know who Alex Jones is. What? Okay, presuming he's not lying, presuming he's telling the truth, you are going to a hearing where you are literally talking about online censorship and freedom of speech, and you do not know the center, the pillar, the bastion, the martyr of both of those topics. Okay, I'll take I don't believe for $1,000, please. And I'm sorry, I don't believe at the end of the day he doesn't know who Alex is. And I'll tell you now, I think Marco Rubio has actually put pressure on Twitter to go through and to ban Alex. Because of the embarrassment that he suffered, well, he would have suffered yesterday from Alex turning up and pressuring him. And the fact that Marco Rubio lost his cool, literally threatened Alex. By the way, he still has a Twitter account. You know, what's wrong, Jack? That's not a threat for you? Alex supposedly harassing someone, quotes, who's advocated for his censorship. Alex literally confronting the man who's supposedly won him off the internet. And the other person who is supposedly going to be talking about free speech and everything on the internet. And he confronts these two guys and he gets banned off Twitter. Marco Rubio can literally advocate for violence and he still has a Twitter account. Yeah, sure. Right. Once they've banned me, once they've banned Alex, once they've banned Prison Planet, once they've banned Matt Coach, everybody, who do you think they are going to go for next? The left has a history of eating itself. You will be next. The only difference is, instead of speaking up now, where there's a whole group of us to defend each other, there's going to be no one left to defend you. You know, the good old Andes. They came for one person. It wasn't me, so I didn't say anything. They came for another group. I didn't say anything. They came for another group. I didn't say anything. And then they came for me, and there was nobody left. It is a perfect example of what will happen. But it infuriates me. It really does. Whether you like Alex or not, whether you like InfoWars or not, you have to see the problem with banning people for bullshit things like this. You have to see them censoring the internet. Twitter at this point, it's dead. It is a dead platform. Metaphorically, the little birdie has taken a 12 gauge full of rock salt to the chest. It's crawled under a car and it's dying. Thank God we got Gab. By the way, if you guys want to go check out Gab, please follow me on there. I'll put a link to that in obviously my description. But at the end of the day, yeah, Twitter is a dead platform. It is done. The censorship has killed it. The only thing is Jack Dorsey and the rest of the left have not realized how much of a dead platform this is right now. 5 years, Twitter will not be around, or 5 or 10 years, Twitter will not be around. Not unless things change. And I'm sorry, I really don't have a problem with that. The way Jack Dorsey and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and that are carrying on with censorship, I do not have a problem with them being a dead platform anymore. I'm sorry. If you do not support freedom of speech, I'm sorry. I don't want anything to do with you. Because let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think they are doing this to lead up to the midterms? Do you think this is big tech colluding with government officials and major media companies? Do you think they banned Alex because Twitter was the only place he had left? They just wanted to get rid of him off there as well. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.